Now, in this process, right, if we can address these economic variables properly, we can achieve economic objectives. Simply, we can achieve, right, economic stability, right? That stability is not being that straight line, right? මෙහෙම නිකන් ඉරක් ගැහුවා වගේ එකක් නෙවෙයි stability කියලා කියන්නේ. Right? It should grow without huge fluctuations. That is stability, right? That's why we call economic objectives should be based on the stability. That's what මේ ඉරක් ගහලා වගේ යන්න නෙවෙයි. Then how to do it? We have to apply some strategies for that. To achieve the economic objectives, we have to control economic variables. To control that variables, we should have some strategies and tools. What are the strategies? We should control our money supply. දැන් මේ දවස්වල රුපියල් 5000 දෙනවකම හරි ආසයි මිනිස්සු. හරි පෙරේතයි. සල්ලිනේ හම්බෙන්නේ ආය ආණ්ඩුව දුන්නාම මොකද වෙන්නේ? Right? Then some might say it's okay that printing money is not the issue for the any other factor. Right? එහෙම අවුලක් නැහැ කියලාත් කියනවා. But the problem is money supply, right, can affect to increase real output, quality of life, generate number of jobs, right? Generate number of jobs, but at the same time, this money supply worstly affect to increase in general price level, that is called inflation, right? Increase in general price level, that is called inflation. Again, price level rapidly increase. Due to price level changes, due to inflation, then what happened to the price stability? අපිට අර objective එකට ගැලවෙලා ගිහිල්ලා ඉවරයි. අපිට ඒ objective එක achieve කරගන්න බෑ. ඇයි? There's inflation. රුපියල් 5000 දෙන එක හොඳයි. මිනිස්සුන්ගේ ජීවන තත්ත්වය රැකෙනවා. ඔව්. real output එක වැඩි වෙනවා. ඔව්. හැබැයි ඒ පැත්තෙන් එනම් inflation එකත් වැඩි වෙනවා. Then that cause to a unstable situation of the general price in the economy. එහෙනම් අපි ඒකට තව action එකක් ගන්නත් ඕනේ. Right? Clear? Then interest rate, it's a part of the money supply. When the interest rate change, money supply can change. දැන් මේ දවස්වල 9යි 8යි නේ loan rate එක එහෙමනේ දෙන්නේ, ණය දෙන්නේ එහෙමනේ. deposit rate එක 4යි 3යි. Then what happens? People hold money with themselves without deposit in the banks. බැංකුවේ දාන්නේ වැඩක් නැහැ බැංකුවේ දාන්න. ලක්ෂයක් බැංකුවේ මාසෙට තිබ්බොත් එහෙම ඔයාට කියනවා මට 4ක් හම්බ වෙනවනේ. That is for whole year. ඒ කියන්නේ රුපියල් 4000ක් හම්බ වෙන්නේ ලක්ෂෙට අවුරුද්දටම. මාසයක් තිබ්බොත් 4000 should divide from 12. පැහැදිලිද? රුපියල් 350ක් විතර අවුරුද්ද මාසයක් ලක්ෂයක් බැංකුවේ තිබ්බොත් හම්බ වෙන්නේ. That's the issue, right? Then we have to address those parties for what? To manage this. අපි කියන savings වැඩක් නැහැ බා. වැඩක් නැහැ. savings කියලා වැඩක් නැහැ. ජීවිතේ මොකද? Now people obtain more loans and increase investment for what? Increasing real output. Increasing real output. පැහැදිලිද? interest rate අඩු කරලා තියෙන්නේ demotivate savings and motivate investments. සල්ලි බැංකුවේ දාන්න කියලා නෙවෙයි කියන්නේ. උඹලා මේ සල්ලි ටික අරගෙන ඉවර වෙලා උඹලගේ business එකක් කරපළා. Hey, we need rapid economic growth. පැහැදිලිද පුතේ? Then economy should balance this all the economic variables one by one separately. The government revenue, government expenditure, another policy, right? අපි ගත්තොත් එහෙම this money supply and the interest rate is a part of one policy. Then government revenue and government expenditure, part of another policy strategy, right? Then here where port city එහෙම දැන් අපි මේ සැරේ ගොඩක් කතා කරා port city එකේ කොහොමද positive and negative effect එක එන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා. It's a part of strategy tools, right? Promoting market. What is this port city act? Promoting capital market. සුද්දන්න කියනවා සුද්ද කියන්නේ මේක ආවෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් අපි අර කියන ලංකාවේ පිටේ ඔක්කොම සුද්ද කියලා නේ කියන්නේ. සුද්දන්න පුළුවන්. Bring their money and invest on the port city. There's a separate law for that. එනවා පුතේ ඒක strategy එක. Why? If they increase capital market, then there's a more job opportunity. Port city එකෙන් ගොඩක් jobs හදෙනවා. Jobs එනවා කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? Full employment. Rapid economic growth. එහෙනම් පුතේ to manage these strategies there's a standards, policies. මොනවද මේ policies කියලා කියන්නේ? Monetary policy. Next one, fiscal policy. Understood? Monetary policy and fiscal policy. Those monetary policy and fiscal policy, right, are part of demand side policies. Demand side policies mean to the policies used to control aggregate demand. What is this aggregate demand? Now අපි කතා කරන්නේ macroeconomic නේ. Right? The aggregate demand means, right, the total demand arise from the market, right? It consists consumption expenditure, government expenditure, investment and net export, right? අපි ඒ ගැන ගොඩක් ඉස්සරහට කතා කරනවා. Yes, someone has raised the hand. Yes, Kute, can you type your answer the question? That's better easy, right? Type that under the chat box, then I can answer it. That is easy, ne? Then it is going to the demand side policy. Demand side policies mean promoting demand or controlling demand. දෙකක් තියෙනවා. මොකද්ද? Promote aggregate demand or control aggregate demand. එක්ක මිනිස්සුන්ට බදු ගහලා කණ්ඩ බොන්න තියෙන එක අඩු කරනවා. එහෙම නැත්නම් අර interest rate අඩු කරලා market demand and supply වැඩි කරන එකේ market demand side එක promote කරනවා. Clear? When the interest rate goes down, people hold more money. They can buy more and more from the market. If the interest rate is high, they deposit money with the banks and expecting return on that. That is called interest rate. Clear? Then amount they are spending on consumption decreases. Clear? Then come to the supply side policy. Supply side policy means we are based on promoting, and among the promote aggregate demand or control kirane habai the supply side policy එකේදී වෙන්නේ always try to what? Promote aggregate supply. That means they increase real output. How they can do it? Labor market strategies. Introducing flexible markets, that means the labor market. Right? Just after A level, you are trying to go to the OC. Then trend You try to go to the Australia or some overseas country. Then are they going to give a job, the managerial job, executive job? Mona peso that. But then වතුර බෝතලේ වතුර බෝතලනේ මොකද බකට් එකයි right මොබ් එකයි හොදපිය කියලා සුද්ධ කරපිය කියලා. තව ඕන ඩිටෝල් එකක් වගේ මොකක් හරි කුත් දෙයි. ක්ලීන් කරපන්. එහෙනම් මොකද වෙන්නේ? They introduce different type of jobs to us. Part-time jobs, right? Hourly based jobs, right? Then flexible working hours. කැමති වෙලාවට එන්න කැමති වෙලාවට යන්න කියලා. Then capital market, promoting market like the port city, right? Then privatization, commodity market policies. Commodity market policy mean introducing quality standards. අර එක වෙලාවක ලංකාවේ එක්කෙනෙක් වනේ වස චුට්ටක් තිබ්බට කමක් නැහැ කියලා. ඒව නෙවෙයි strategies ඒව අර just market talks නේ. ඒව නෙවෙයි, right? They introduce high quality commodity market to the customers. Standard and those from how supply development policies, right? They are doing it based on supply development policy. The overall policy is known as supply development. It is called supply side policies, right? And on demand side policies, supply side policies. එනම් පුතේ මේක අපි ලියන්න පුළුවන් මෙන්න මේ විදිහට. කොහමද? right? Right? Economic policies mainly divided into two, right? Demand side policies, supply side policies. Demand side policies, major two. There are many, right? Major two, and supply side policies, major one in our syllabus. මම මේ කතා කරන්නේ syllabus එක. සමහරව ඉතින් ඔක්කොම කියනකොට මට කරන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. අපිට තියෙනවා පුතේ monetary policy and fiscal policy. Here, supply development policy. Then monetary policy, there are two: money supply and interest rate. Fiscal policy, there are mainly two: government revenue and government expenditure. Supply development, there are many sub policies, right? All these policies, all these strategies used for what? Control economic variables to achieve the economic objectives. Clear? They write the heading: flow of achieving economic objectives. Flow of achieving economic objectives from economic policies. Right? මම මේක ඉතාලියට දාන්න මේ try එක දෙන්න. right? මම මෙහෙන් දාන්න. right? දැන් අපි කතා කරන් ආවේ from the economic objectives, but this flow is going from economic policies to the economic objectives. Please copy this. Please copy this. මේක හරියට ලියා ගන්න පුතේ. right? Don't take much time. නිකන් වෙලාව නාස්ති කරන්න එපා. right? Clear? Now compared to the previous table, here is order: economic policy, tools, economic variables, economic objectives. But now I took economic variables number 1. Economic variables controlled by, right? Economic variables controlled by economic policies by using their tools and strategies for what? To achieve the economic objectives. That's why we said before you are going to apply something, first recognize what are the variables, right? What are the variables? Because variables are the final targets of the life. ඔයාට පුතේ ලකුණු ගන්න බෑ කියලා කියන්නේ ඒක ඔයාගේ variable එකක්ද? නෑ. ඔයාට ලකුණු ගන්න බෑ කියලා කියන්නේ your marks are fluctuating. right? එහෙනම් මේ fluctuated mark එක උස්සලා තියන්න මොහොනි ගන්න action එකක් ඕන. There should be a policy for that. මම මේකට පාඩම් කරන්න ඕන. right? දැන් පැය දෙක ක්ලාස් එක එන්ටර්ටේනින් තිබ්බොත් පැයක් විතර ඔයාට හිතෙන්න පුළුවන් අම්මට ඉතින් මාරාතල්නේ මේක කියලා යන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි ultimate objective not satisfied. එහෙනම් ඔයා කරන්න ඕන දේ තමයි you have to apply policies, right? I will do this. මම පාඩම් කරනවා. මම papers කරනවා. මම online exams එක දිගට කරගෙන යනවා ඉස්සරහට. එහෙනම් ඒව කරන්නේ කොහොමද? To study I need the notes. If I don't have notes, then other මං සමහරු ඉන්නවා මේකට join කරලා ඉන්නවා they miss this areas. මං කොහෙන්ද කමන්නේ කරගන්න. Another 3-4 months for the exam. Right? Then they will cover up this. They know I'm not good position in this national account. ඒකවත් තේරුම් ගත්ත එකක් ලොකු දෙයක් නෙවෙයි. ඒක practice කරන්න ඕනි කියලා. ඒ කියන්නේ they know their variables, weaknesses. Now they apply in this procedure. That's why I say, right, in that I will ඉගෙන ගන්න මේ. They have already evaluated their self failures. Now they are applying economic policies by using tools. Strategy එක තමයි කොහොම හරි මේක cover කරගන්න. Why? Otherwise they are going to lose their rank or sometime they pass. Right? It's a even less when known. Next one. Now look at this. I took two different graphs. හරිද? දැන් මේ ළමයි හන්දින එකට මේ තියෙන පැහැදිලිද? අනිත් එක තමයි මම අඳපු slide එක. දැන් මොනවා වුණත් පාඩම හන්දින එක ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ. Now what is this DSS? It is called demand side policies. Other one, supply side policies. Clear? Now, how we can illustrate these demand side policies and supply side policies? Now, Pute, as I told you, demand side policies mean always try to control aggregate demand, right? If we take the term aggregate demand, right? If we take the term aggregate demand, the aggregate demand equal, right? Consumption plus government expenditure plus investment plus net export. That's the aggregate demand. Understood? Then government can take many action to control this. Sometimes to control this one, government can charge the tax, or sometimes government increase their expenditure. ආණ්ඩුව expenditure වැඩි කරන්න පුළුවන්. Consumption එක වැඩි කරන්න පුළුවන්. Investment can increase, not only the government, the private sector. Net export can increase. Or if they want to decrease it, they can move into this. Based on that, aggregate demand and supply can change. Why they control it? When the aggregate demand increase, P1 to P2, right? P1 to P2, make a වෙනස් වෙනවා. Then, if aggregate demand decrease, P1 to P3. හැබැයි මතක තියාගන්න, these are not the price. It is price level. මේ වෙනස් වෙලා තියෙන P1 P2 කියන්නේ price නෙවෙයි, price level. Right? Then this is not the quantity. This is called real output of the economy. Clear? Got it? This is not the content. This is the real output of the economy. එහෙනම් පුතේ අපි මේක දානකොට ලියනකොට right, you want to be very careful. Now this is one of the graph, right? එතන මම මේ ළමයාගේ මෙන්න මේ කපල මේ කරලා හදලා තියෙන්නේ මේ වැරදි වෙන එක පෙන්වන්න ඕන නිසා මේ graph එක දාලා තියෙන්නේ මෙතන. Supply side policies. Then demand side policies change aggregate demand and aggregate demand increase or decrease to change the price levels. Supply side policy you can call increasing or decreasing aggregate supply. හැබැයි ඉතින් කවුරුත් කැමති වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ පුතේ aggregate supply එක අඩු කරන්න. Clear? Got it? So the real aggregate supply curve එකක් වෙනකොට එන්න ඕනේ මෙන්න මේ දේ. Curve should shift to rightwards. මෙහෙම ලියවර හරියන්නේ නැහැ. ඔය සමහර ලියන controlling aggregate supply එක මේ වගේ මේක වෙනවා. No. We try to increase aggregate supply. This graph is wrong. Hello, hey, we can't control aggregate supply within shorter period. We can't increase output within 1 or 2 months. There's an inelastic supply of the aggregate supply. එහෙම නැතුව මේ elastic, inelastic ඒ මොකුත් තියෙන්න බෑ. පැහැදිලිද? The other thing, when you are writing real output here, you can't put Q1, Q2, Q3. It should be Y1, Y2, Y3, something like that. This is price level. You want to be carefully write this one, otherwise you will get the incorrect graph. In the May graph එක නෙවෙයි අපි අඳින්න යන්නේ. ඔය ළමයි අඳින එක නෙවෙයි, Taman දන්න එක අඳින එකනේ. හැබැයි අපි අඳින්න ඕනේ smartest graph. ඒක ලියා ගන්න පුතේ පළවෙනි එක ලියා ගන්න. Different between demand side policies and අපි එහෙම ගෙලිම ලියමු. relation different between demand side policies and supply side policies. Demand side policies and supply side policies. Is that right? Demand side policies highly focus on control aggregate demand